In this video, I want to show you how to replace your transmission dipstick tube, which is located right next to your oil fill cap, right there. That dipstick you see is for the transmission. So let's unbolt it and pull it out. This is going to be pretty easy. Now if you go through the passenger side wheel well, you can see my wheel is not here. You do not have to take the wheel off for this. This is only for camera purposes so that you can see better. You can see that 8mm headed bolt right there. That is for the transmission dipstick, and once you take that bolt out, the dipstick will be ready to come out. So with an 8mm socket, let's unbolt it. Okay. Now let's go back up top and pull the dipstick tube right out. If you wanted to, you could give the tube a little wiggle from here to make sure that it wants to move around and come out. Looks like it's ready to. Okay, there we go. Came out. A little bit of fluid came out too, so make sure you have a collection bucket underneath. Remove the dipstick from the tube and set it aside. Pull the dipstick tube right out. Well, there it is. Now get the new dipstick and slide it in the opposite direction that it came out of. This way seemed to be the easiest. Okay, I know this is hard to see, but I'm just trying to snake into the hole there in the transmission. Oh, I think I just felt it go in. So let's bolt it up because it looks like the bolt hole lines up, so that means it must have gone in. Back underneath, let's bolt up the dipstick tube. You can see the bolt hole lines up perfectly. Start the bolt by hand so it doesn't cross thread. Make sure it's nice and snug, but don't over tighten it. You don't want to break the bolt in there. And now let's go up top and fill up the transmission because I did actually lose about half a quart of fluid. All right, now before we put the dipstick in, the engine is off, so it's going to read a completely wrong measurement right now. The way to check this fluid is, as you can see on the dipstick, you have an add mark right here, cold fill, hot fill, and this is where it's too full. So when you put the dipstick in, let the transmission warm up, and then you want the fluid to be in between these two lines here on the hot side. It's preferable that you check it when it's hot at operating temperature, but you can also check it when it's cold. As you can see right here, it has a cold mark, and obviously anything below here you need to add more. And to check it properly, you want to let the engine run in park or neutral, preferably go through all the gears first, and then with it still running, put the dipstick all the way in, pull it back out, and right now I'm going to get a false reading because my engine is off. As you can see, my dipstick is completely full. Well, maybe you can't see, but it's reading all the way up at the top, so that's wrong because my engine's off. But with the engine running, you should read right where I show you, and just adjust as needed. Most likely it'll be low, so like I said, I lost about half a quart. That's what I'm estimating. And that's what I'm going to fill it up with, but that's how you do it.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.